Okay, next question. What are some good qualities of a leader? Oh my goodness. I'm thinking of having my own business and I want to know your opinion on what a good leader looks like. There are so many answers to this question. And the main thing is, what kind of a leader do you want to be? So, what are your natural talents already? And then how can you create a leadership position from those natural talents? So for example, I have a really high piece of harmony. Like harmony within a team is very important to me, which then makes me a leader that is, consultative. I'm a very consultative leader. People come to me when they have a problem and we go through the problem and then they can get on with that. If you're a leader that, let's just say that one of your strengths is, critical thinking, then you need to have a leadership style that is around the critical thinking, that it's embraced from you as the leader, that people understand that there isn't just one way of leadership, but that there are as many ways of leadership as there are people. And you have to be, the main thing is not what kind of leader you are. The main thing really is, are you clear about what kind of leader you are to your people so that they can choose to follow you or not? Obviously, I'm sure it goes without saying, don't be a dick. So a good leader is somebody who has patience, but is also taking responsibility of letting people go if they are not pulling their weight. There's a massive amount of dichotomy in leadership, because on one hand you have to be aggressive in pursuing the goals, but at the same time not too aggressive, because if you're too aggressive then you put people off. You might not reach your goals because somebody's upset. You have to have patience, but you can't be too patient. You have to have clarity of vision, but you also have to understand that your vision isn't everything, that you still have people who are working with you. So all of those things are really important in being a good leader. I believe personally that being a good leader is actually a person who leads from behind. So a good leader, in my opinion, is not someone who takes all the credit for all the hard work. A good leader, in my opinion, is a person who understands that their team is contributing to their success and that they give that back to the team, that they recognize when the team is being successful, because no man is an island, no person is one person. We can't just be, thinking that we are, as the leader, we are the person who's had these successes. No. If your team has given you the successes, you need to recognize that and you need to understand that. Now, there is a great book by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin called The Dichotomy of Leadership, which I believe is a very good book for anybody who wants to be a leader. I really recommend that you go and you check that out. But it is just information, as in when you do get yourself into that leadership position, or you're saying you're thinking about having your own business. Now, you may want to get some mentoring around that, because what you read from the book and what you see in yourself is not necessarily the whole picture. So it's good to have a person who's outside of yourself to give you some pointers and get some like real-time feedback on what kind of leadership you're offering, or what kind of leadership you want to be offering, because we don't see ourselves clearly often. So if you want to talk further about that, you can just send us an email at desk@mariasumilov.com, and I can have a look at, if I have time to just sit down with you briefly and have a look at what you might need and make some recommendations. I will be happy to do that if I can.